Hey there, Big Brother fans. It's me, Mike, a.k.a. BB Gossip, and it is Thursday, July 11th. We've had some news drop promptly at noon Eastern time, 9 a.m. Big Brother time, which is kind of funny because I tweeted about that very thing this morning, that news often comes out right around noon Eastern time, which is 9 a.m. on the West Coast. That's kind of what we expect to happen when there's news, and we usually don't have to worry about that mostly during the season, but that's also when the house guests usually get their wake-up call. It's about 9 a.m. Big Brother time, which is West Coast time or Pacific time. The news all that dropped was interviews with Julie. So several different media outlets or media people posted interviews with Julie today. I'm aware of Mike Bloom from Parade Magazine and Cheryl Tharp from... Well, I don't know what her affiliation is right now, but Cheryl has been with several different groups, but she posted some videos, and ET Online also posted a video, and I happened to watch the 10-minute long ET Online video because I was eating lunch, and so it was easy to do. And all the other ones are going to be similar. I will probably go back and check the other ones later, but for right now, I needed to get one under my belt to get an idea of what is going on. And frankly, 99% of what Julie says is kind of like, whatever. Once you've seen it all. She says a lot of the same stuff over and over again. It's information geared towards not a hardcore fan, and I kind of consider myself a hardcore fan, and I think most of you are fairly hardcore fans, so didn't learn a ton, and even some of the stuff Julie says I still kind of take with a grain of salt because she's going to kind of hype it. But what she did say that I took out of it was she mentioned that it's very heavily AI themed. She explained the have-not bedroom as being incomplete, which that kind of makes sense. It does kind of look like an animation program where you have the grid work laid out, but you never finished completing it, whereas the other bedrooms were completed, right? She compared as I did, she compared the one bedroom, the floating bedroom, to Avatar. She actually said Avatar. She mentioned Fairyland with the one with unicorns, and then she mentioned the one in the main bedroom that people walk through to get to the other two bedrooms as looking like something from Tomorrowland out of Disney. So, okay, I can understand that. She also talked about AI as far as the twist, and she specifically mentioned that Chenbot may be involved. Now, for those of you that do not know, and again, I think most of you do know, but the whole theme of the word of Chenbot, I wish we could, somewhere out there is the first person that ever used the term Chenbot, but it was used to describe Julie, and not in a flattering way. It was used to describe Julie as kind of robotic in the way that she did her delivery and talked about things, and always the but first, and just some of her delivery just was seen as robotic and Chenbot-like. She has embraced that term over the years, and it sounds like they are actually bringing the Chenbot into this season of Big Brother. She was all about how the AI is going to be amazing, and it's the biggest twist ever. I don't know. I am preparing to be disappointed, but we'll see. We'll see what they do. She did mention the house guests are going to move in over the 2-night premiere. Now, understand what that means to me is that this is all pre-recorded, or it will be pre-recorded. They will have the house guests move in maybe on Tuesday or Wednesday, or maybe on Thursday early. We don't know, but they will have them all move in one evening. Nobody's going to spend the night. 8 house guests are not going to spend the night alone without the other 8. They'll get them all in before the end of the night, but they're going to drag that out, and I say drag that out over the course of 2 episodes. And so that also probably does likely mean that the feeds will not kick in until after Thursday's show, and as it's happened more recently, probably also means they won't turn on the feeds until after the show airs on the West Coast, which means for those of us on the East Coast, and I will really be on the East Coast this year because I will be in New York, the feeds will not kick on until probably 2 a.m. maybe. So I will have likely a very late night on Thursday, and we'll see. We'll see how that goes. This is gonna be the first year that I'm not gonna. Well, I've done it before, but I'm not going to be able to watch a lot of the live feeds. This is going to be like when I was in Vegas a few years ago on my anniversary, and I missed a lot of the very beginning of the feeds because I was not home and I just couldn't do it. And I'm not going to be able to do a whole lot of feed watching the first 48 hours this year either, because I will be in New York and then traveling home and that kind of stuff. So we'll see. I get through it. It's okay. But there is that little bit of, I'm getting a little bit of anxiety over the fact that I won't be able to just hardcore mainline the live feeds that first 24 hours, because a lot happens. Although honestly, a lot happens in the first 2 hours. That's when you really figure stuff out. I probably will stay up very late Thursday night watching the live feeds live to see what's going on. So I've gone down a rabbit hole talking about, but the interviews are out there. Again, I have tweeted them. I've also been tweeting some random thoughts on things, prepping for Big Brother. Here's what you should do. Here's what you need to do. Here's some helpful hints. Other people are chiming in with their helpful hints and thoughts, and I am probably going to end up, I don't know if I'm going to record a video. I don't know if I'm just not sure how I'm going to do it. I've got different ways. I'm like, I should just make a video saying, here's the things you need to know before Big Brother starts, and then just do a checklist. And there's a lot there. There's every time I think of something else, I forget. It's like someone said Dolfica. You need to tell people to follow Dolfica. And that's true. She does her alliance charts and does a very good job. There's also Razor Skates does alliance charts too. And I don't want to diss that person by not including them. And then you get into what podcasts to listen to. Oh my God, there are so many podcasts. I wouldn't even begin to know where to tell people, because I don't listen to other podcasts. Because guess what? I do my own podcasting. So there's that. And then, there's also people that do YouTube videos. And there's oh my God, there's so many different ways to follow and keep track. And there's something for everyone. So we'll see if I do something like that. But the main gist of me popping on today was, I was at lunch and I was by myself and I listened to that Julie Chen, or watched that Julie Chen video interview on ET Online. And I thought I would share my thoughts. So we don't have a cast yet. So 2 days ago, we had some announcements go out. We had the house pictures, right? Yesterday, very quiet. Today, we got the Julie interview. The question is, do we get house guests? Are we going to get to meet the house guest tomorrow? Are we going to have to wait till Monday? Are they going to throw them out over the weekend? The house guests are coming soon. They have been interviewed. The interviews are done. They are just waiting to push the button to release them. And I wish I could tell you when they're going to get released. But I know at least a couple people that know when they're going to get released, and they're not going to. They value their relationship and will not reveal that information. We'll have to see. My guess is we're going to know. We may get a very, very little time window to know that something's coming, and it may just suddenly drop. But it will probably drop again whenever it happens to drop. Odds are fairly high. It'll be around 9 p.m. or 9 a.m. Pacific time, noon Eastern, on whatever day it happens to be. And I wouldn't expect it to drop on a Saturday or Sunday. So if it doesn't drop tomorrow at noon, expect it to drop on Monday. That'd be my guess. All right. With that, guys, I'm going to sign off. I will finish up a little bit here at the end, give a few plugs. Again, my name is Mike, a.k.a. BB Gossip on Twitter. I do these, what I call CarCast, podcasts, whatever you want to call them. I do them almost every single day, at least Monday through Friday when Big Brother is going on, where I talk anywhere from 5 to 20 to sometimes more minutes in the morning or in the afternoon or when something's breaking, telling you what's going on. It is somewhat disorganized. It's just the way it is. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you need to find another podcast, because I wing it for the most part. And anyways, it's something I do. And those of you that listen to this on the normal podcasting channels, at the end, you'll likely hear a commercial. Listening to that commercial shows me a little bit of support. I did recently start posting these to YouTube, and so all of my old episodes and everything on YouTube, those are not monetized. I don't believe there's anything playing on those commercial-wise. And so, but hey, it's another way to watch it, and a few people are picking it up. So, you know what? Check it out there if you don't find it any other way. If you want to support me to any other extent, you are more than welcome to. You are welcome to become a patron. I have a very small, loyal group of patrons, and they agree to just give me a little monthly thank you. And you are welcome to do that. Patreon.com/BBGOSSIP if you would like to do that. Then there is Ko-fi. It's like coffee with a K-O. That link is buried on my link tree on Twitter. You can get to it. I had someone who wanted to support me but didn't want to do it through Patreon. So I set up the Ko-fi thing, and that person has been supporting me ever since, and I appreciate it. And then, whatever, any other way. I am a live feed affiliate, but I don't even have my links yet this year. And I generally have been pointing people to Hamster Watch, Dingo, because she's does this. Her Big Brother thing is more important to her financially than it is to me. And so I kind of say, if you're going to buy the feeds through her now. Although I probably will tweet the link just a couple of 3, but I probably will, honest to God, I think last year I may have had like 2 people sign up. It just isn't what it used to be because CBS has got people locked in. Once they've got them, they lock you in. And so what you're doing is mining brand new people that have never signed up for the feeds before. So, yeah. All right. We're done now. Now I am signing off. Thanks again to those of you that support me. Thanks again to those of you that just listen. Share my link with anybody. Share it with them if you also want to support. That's another great way to do it. And with that, I will sign off, and I will talk to you guys probably tomorrow. We'll see. We'll see if there's anything worth talking about. All right? See you guys later. Bye-bye.